If you saw someone in the street bleeding, we believe you would help them. But when you see someone negatively expressing, you sort of want to scold them into better behavior. And that's sort of what you do to yourself. You sometimes try to scold yourself into better vibration. And we thought it would be a really good thing to start this new year out when you're thinking more about who you are and where you're going and what you want. If you could just take this one piece from this gathering, that you want to soothe yourself into alignment by pointing out to yourself how well you are doing, how much is going well. And it is our promise to you that you can get hold of little pieces of that all through the day. And law of attraction will say, oh, here's more. Here's a little more of that. When you soothe yourself and accomplish the soothing, law of attraction will say, here's more of that. The universe agrees with you there and there and there and there and there. Until it won't be long, 30 days is certainly enough, that you'll be walking around feeling like the most blessed being, because everywhere you turn, someone, something, some circumstance or event or some other person, some coincidence, some coming together, some collective co-creation will occur. And you will be the center of it, the object of it, the recipient of something that feels really good to you. And in the beginning, it might just be an uplifted heart. It might be a new idea that just feels really good. It might be a comment from someone unexpected. It might be a smile from a stranger across the way. It might be a telephone call. It might be a winning lottery number. It depends upon what you want and where you are. But it is our promise to you that if you will begin to tend to the frequency of that which is you, since you equal your point of attraction, and you will be aware, I felt this way and this came back. I felt this way and this came back. I felt this way and this came back. Before you know it, you will be one who, whether you deliberately and often feel on purpose, you will know for sure that how you feel is your indicator of what's coming next. So can you fast forward into the manifestation of those things, that abundance that you often see way down the road? Because that kind of abundance doesn't come to a youngster like me, or that kind of abundance doesn't come to someone in an occupation like I have. That kind of abundance, if you can get yourself to begin to expect that kind of abundance that we promise you is out there, and we say out there not because it's out there far into the future, we say it's out there vibrationally, not yet received by you, a different frequency than the frequency you commonly are offering. But you can begin doing something about that right now. And the evidence of the change of your frequency will be evident right now. So then you begin getting pretty sure of yourself. You say, I am the creator of my own reality. And others will say, get away from me. You say, I am the creator of my own reality because I am the thinker of my thoughts. But more important, I am the feeler of my feelings. I am the discerner of my frequency. I am the molder of my own vibrational clay. I am the offerer of the energy, and therefore I am the setter of the tone. I'm the setter of the mood. I'm the emanator of the vibrational signal that law of attraction is responding to. And I have created a nest egg for myself of relationships and of abundance and of physical vitality and well-being. I've created a nest egg for myself that is a vibrational reality. And I'm going to practice the vibrational reality of it, even though there is an absence of manifested reality of it. But I do not confuse myself about what's really going on here, because I accept that law of attraction abounds, and that I am a worthy being, and that I'm the creator of my own reality, and that I can do something about it. And I like the feeling of thinking on purpose, and most of all, I like to think and derive results, you see. That's who you are. That's why you are so action-oriented in most cases. You like the fast results that you get through action. But we want you to not only get the fast results that you get through action, we want you to get the leveraged fast results that you get through aligned action, through inspired action, you see. We want you to tend to your feelings first. Practice them all day, every day. Hang out with others that do the same. And then begin watching. Not so much for the manifestation. You see, this is the tricky part. Because it sounds like we're saying, if you do these non-manifestational things, manifestation will happen. And then you can look at the manifestation and it just gets better from there. But we don't ever want you to be hooked on the manifestation. We want you to be hooked on the feeling that you can foster right here, right now. One day, not very long ago, Jerry and Esther were standing in a funny little old shack of a ranch house that they had rented in Texas. And it didn't cost much, and there was a reason for it. There wasn't anything about it that wasn't tacky. And one day, Esther was talking to us about renting this house. They just wanted to be in the area. Their place now is right in the vicinity, and they were trying to get a vibe for the area. So they thought if they could just set themselves down so they could feel what it felt like, that it would be a good way to get the juices flowing, and it was. But one day, Esther was lamenting the fact that they had not yet found their permanent place. And she was complaining about not owning this place. And we said to her, we don't see anybody else camping on the lawn or beating on the door saying to you, we want to come in here and live with you. We want to take claim of this. We think you should accept it as your nest for now. And there was a shifting in Esther's vibration at that moment as she realized that she could look at the tackiness of it. We won't send you pictures. Or she could focus upon the well-being of it. She could focus upon all the reasons that they were right there. She could let it be, in all of its not beautifulness, she could let it be the reason that things didn't get better or the reason that things did get better. In other words, you are right where you are. You are where you are. That's profound. Write that down. I am where I am. I am where I am. I am where I am. And what is the vibration that is emanating from me right now? Because I am where I am. But where I will be very soon as a result of the vibration that I'm offering right now, where I am, that I am, where I am, that I am. You follow? You don't have memory that is hindering you. Your brain is not a storage cabinet. You have vibrational triggers that you emanate that attract other things. So the world that you live is new right now, 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 new right now. And you get a little run of vibration going on. Manifestations are going to follow. And we acknowledge that as manifestations that please you follow, that it's abundantly easier to focus upon something that pleases you and leapfrog into more that pleases you. We acknowledge that. We just want you to know that you are never going to be standing in a place where everything's exactly the way you think you want it to be. And if you will give up right now the need for it to be just the way you want it to be so that you can feel good, and instead decide that feeling good is all that matters and that you have the ability to feel good even if you're standing in a place where there's not a lot of physical evidence of the good feeling that you want, if you will use the power of your mind, then we like it so much. Someone called out the word, then you will experience the freedom that you think the dollars will bring you. We've enjoyed this interaction immensely. We always like it best when you are patient enough to allow us a rampage of vibrational reality. When you will listen as you are with intenseness as we express to you the law basis of this universe. Because when you sync up with these universal laws and you no longer buck the current that have been giving you the rough ride, as you sync up with these universal laws, then that zest is within you and you vacillate from calm and satisfied to eager and passionate. That's your world. And that's what you came to live. That's the contrast that you wanted. Playing with you in this way is not just good for you, it's good for all of us. Playing with you in this way, taking thought beyond in this physical environment, that which it has ever been before, is the promise that we all made to one another. You said, I'll go forth and I'll mix it up And I'll figure out some things that I would like to be improved, or some things that I would like to be replaced, or some things that are missing altogether that I would like to be there. And I will ask the question, and then I will find a way of holding myself in a place where the answer can be revealed to me. And when we all get together in physical form, we'll call that deliberate creation, where I'll mix it up and I'll ask. And those like you who don't know the specific answer because it's new creation that has never happened before, are you following this? Are you with us? Did we put you to sleep? You see, when your life causes you to ask for something, it's new creation. It's new unto all of the universe. So it's not just something that we say, oh yeah, we've been there and we've done that, so now we'll figure out a way to give that to them. It's that when you are living your life, it's all new creation that you are launching. And we are holding the vibration, hear this, because it answers the first question, and it answers the third question, and it answers the second question. It answers everything that we've been talking about here today all day long. It isn't that when your life experience causes you to ask for something, it isn't that Source has already lived it and now is directing it to you like you do your children as you want them to understand history or as you're trying to teach them mathematics. It's not about that at all. It's that we understand, and this is what we were talking to you about. It is the answer that we kept giving back to you again and again. We understand the laws of the universe. We understand the consistency of the law of attraction. We understand the sureness that anything that you want, the sureness that anything you want can be revealed to you in full manifestation form. We are so sure of that because we see it over and over and over again, that we don't have to know the details of the manifestation in order to hold the tone of our certainty, of our expectation of your positive results. Are you following? We don't need to know where your new employee is living. We just know that the laws of the universe are such that if you can have a desire and have it active within you, that the answer to that desire must come to you. It is law. And none of you can be denied ever anything that you want. And it's that you over and over again proving that to yourself that is the leading edge that we are all about, you see. We haven't figured it all out, and we're sitting with our feet dangling over the edges of clouds, waiting for you to come along and pick up the crumbs and figure it out. You are the leading edge creators who are coming to these leading edge conversations, who are asking for leading edge creation, you see. And when you discover it, when you allow the manifestation of it, your manifestation is our manifestation, which speaks to that earlier question that we were talking about. Your manifestation is our manifestation. And that joy that often you feel rippling through you is the joy that's rippling through us. And the fact that you're feeling it means we're on the same wavelength, you see. We've enjoyed this interaction more than words can convey. We're glad that you're here, and we're glad that you're mixing it up, and we're glad that you are finding things that you want, and we're glad that you are sometimes standing in places that you don't want to be. We're glad that you're allowing your life to put you in the places where you're asking important questions. And we want you to know that every question that you ask is an important question. We want to convey to you our appreciation for the part you are playing in this creative process. We want you to know that it is supposed to be as good for you as it is for us. But we can only convey to you in every way we know and in every way that Esther can allow how very, 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 very good it is for us. And it is our powerful desire that you find it that good for you. There is great love here for you. And as always, we remain aware of you, interested in you, expecting good things for you, knowing that the path will unfold for you, knowing that you're going to like it when you find it, and desiring with everything that we are that you discover for yourself the basis of deliberate creation. Because creating by default is not that much fun. And creating deliberately is what we all live for. There is great love here for you. And as always, we remain stubbornly, infinitely, eternally in the vortex.